I continue in the search to make my life easier in the garden and finding some peace in what it is a pretty stressful time in spring. I've decided to also find some flower starters to plant. It is okay to start things from seed, but I'm overwhelmed with so many new flowers that I'm growing. It's time to just make my sanctuary the way I want it, but also try to set it up where it's peaceful for this summer and even right now in the most busy time of the season, spring. Hi, today I am going to show you a lot of dahlias that I'm gonna be starting that I have never grown before. So every year I do a video of the dahlias that I really love that year in the garden. I will link those videos below. But I want to show you new ones that I'm gonna grow. I want to add color and texture to the garden because I'm starting a lot of new flowers to me from seed. I really want to do a flower garden and not just only a dahlia patch this year. So we'll see how that goes. But I'll show you this beauty. I ordered from 2 different companies and they ship very, very differently. So I'll show you exactly what they do. And then I also ordered some starter flowers. I did not want to grow from seed because I have so many plants to take care of right now, and it was just too overwhelming for me. I just don't have the space to grow everything I want to grow. I was blown away. This company ship amazing starters. I think it's a great resource if you want to start a patch yourself without having to grow everything from seed. So I'm going to show you every single dahlia, but let me show you first the difference between what they ship. This is 2 different dahlias I got from this company, Triple Wren. I have ordered from them before. This dahlia, the way that they ship them, they're beautiful. They're just single tubers and they stamp the name right on it. And they have the tuber with the crown and the neck, and this one has already a little right there, a growth. This one doesn't have it yet, but it looks very, very healthy. You can see the stamp right there. So I really love this because you don't have to clean them. I just enjoy if every company did this, that would be amazing, but totally worth it. So I ordered these 2 and I'll go through those with you. The other company that I ordered from is White Flower Farm. And I think this is the first time I ever ordered from them. They'll send you more like a cluster of tubers. And I'm gonna end up like cleaning it up so it doesn't take extra space where I'm growing them. And I'll show you exactly how I grow them. And they look pretty healthy. These look really good. Here they send 2 only, which is great. It has a piece of the crown, the neck. It looks very healthy. Here's another little cluster with the roots. It has already a growth on it. And they vary so much. Look at this one. They sent a huge chunk. Look at these tubers. Yeah. So, I mean, they already have an eye coming out. So it's with a plant. This one also has an eye. So they do grow really well for what I can see. I did order all of these and I'll show you exactly what I ordered. But these 2 look like they're kind of not in the greatest shape. They're kind of limp. I don't see anything. I don't see an eye starting. So I'm a little concerned about both these clusters. Now I haven't called them, so I could call them and just bring it up. This one is really, every single tuber is hanging. So, and this feels really dry, the crown. So I'm gonna call them. I'll see what they say. But that one probably looks the worst. But yeah, the companies just vary so much on how they ship you a tuber. My favorite is this method because it's just a tuber, easy, you put it down. And usually there's no issues here. You have to clean and all that, but it's really good tubers regardless. And I'll deal with those later on. I'm gonna start with the Triple Wren dahlias, which are the single tubers that I showed you. And I have a little chit-chat because there's so many to go over, and a lot of these are new to me. I wanted to buy just new ones on these. The first one is Bloomquist Exotic, and that one is so much fun. It's kind of spiky. I wanted to order things that were really fun for the garden to just like bring color to the garden. And this one was gorgeous. It only grows 3 feet high, so that would be perfect if I wanted to place it on a pot. So a lot of these I also bought because I want to have mixture of flowers and a dahlia on the different pots. The other one is Sandra Barbie. This one grows 3.5 feet tall, and I loved it because when I saw it, it's a cactus, which usually I'm not crazy about cactus dahlias. But this one, the color was so pretty, and it blooms like a 6.5 round flower. I mean, 6.5 inches is pretty large. So I love those dinner plates. But there's like a big difference between the dinner plates and the pom-pom. So I wanted something in between. And this sounds like it's absolutely beautiful. And I like that it doesn't grow more than 3.5 feet tall, which is great because I can place it towards the front of the garden and not have everything on the back. So those are the two from Triple Wren. Okay, let's go through the Flower Farm dahlias. The first one is Coralie, like a soft pink buttercream color, absolutely stunning. And it has kind of a champagne undertone, so I think it'd be absolutely beautiful. I do like that they said it has really long, strong stems, so it will be great as a cut flower. And the flowers range from 4 to 6 inches. So that's a pretty large bloom. The next one is Teesbrook Audrey. And this is a colorette. So the collarettes are like a single row of petals versus an anemone, which we'll talk about. I ordered some of those too. They have multiple petals, but I like the colorette anemone because the bees love it. It has an open center, and I just really love the look of them. They look very playful. This one specifically is like a soft pink. The next one is Wine Eye Jewel. This is like a super popular one. It is 4 to 5 feet tall, but it is a stunning dahlia. I've wanted to order this dahlia for the past 2 years and I never did. And I finally decided I'm gonna get it. It is 3-inch blooms, which is not too big or too small, but it's a nice size bloom. And it's a blush pink with apricot, but it's a pom-pom, so it's great as a cut flower because it'll last longer than the dinner place dahlias don't last very long. One other thing that I love about the White Flower Farm, they give you a whole tag with all the information on. I mean, I just love that. I can directly put down how I grow them, which I'll show you. It just skips a whole another step. I haven't seen anybody do that, and I really like that they do that. The next one that I have is Burlesca, and I had Burlesca years ago. I think like 3 years, maybe it's 4 years. I was growing this dahlia and many others, and we had a freeze. We had like a huge snowstorm. The snow was like really high here. Like we opened the door and literally it was a wall. And we had a lot of ice and a ton of my dahlias that I left outside because that was the year I decided not to bring them in. I used to bring them in every other year. Well, a lot of them died. That's when I started bringing them in every single year. But the Burlesca is one of my favorite dahlias. It's absolutely beautiful. Super tight pom-pom look to it. It's super productive. Every single year that I grew it, it gave me so many blooms, and they would last a really long time. The blooms are small. They're only like 2.5 inches, but they're so beautiful. The form is so round. Like some of these pom-poms grow kind of flat and they stop. This one grows super round and tight. Really, really one of the nicest dahlias I've ever had. So I ended up, I think I ordered like 2 of them because I wanted to get it in like a pot, but I also wanted to get it on the dahlia patch, or I may put it on the secret garden. The next one is the Honka Pink. It's very similar to the Blomquist Exotica, but I think I wanted to grow from both and see what the difference was on them. The next one is Blue Bayou, and this one is a tall one. It grows 4 feet high. It's an anemone, so it's gonna have like a lot of petals, and then the open center. And this one is Takeoff. It's also an anemone. This one has the 3 to 4 inch bloom. It varies a little more, but it's like a rich pink to a lavender colors. The next one is Fashion Monger. Beautiful one if you want like a super showy type of flower. And the last one is Diane's Memory. These last 2 are the ones that are not looking that great. Pink, very elegant, and it's only 24 inches tall, which I was so happy because I want to place it on a pot. and it's just creamy color with like a yellow center in it. Oh, I am just blown away by it. I hope that this actually give me an eye and I can get it, those last two, especially that Diane's memory one. So let's go ahead and get those in the tub the way I grow them every year. I'll show the ones that have been growing already in a container and a bin, and then we'll get the other ones going also. These are the status of the ones that I already started. I started these probably, I think, a couple of weeks ago. I'll see if I have the date and put it on the screen. But you can see, you know, they all grow at different pace. They're not all as big as that one. And when they get this big, I'm just gonna come in and pinch the center, like I'll cut it. I shouldn't do it with my hand. Cut that. You can root that if you want, but I cut it so it starts giving me more branching. But these are looking really good. I have 3 tubs. This one is behind the other ones, but that's okay. They will come on time. They're a little tiny. There's one there. There's some coming out there. Just don't worry if they're a little behind the other ones. And this one is way ahead. I have to pinch a lot of these already. And this year what I did is that I ended up putting boiling water because I just didn't want to deal with the gnats or aphids, and I think it will help. I don't know when it's gonna get warm, so I went ahead and did it. I got one bin started right here, and this is where I'm gonna place my new dahlias. Ready. Put boiling water on this a few days ago. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some osmocote in here and just mix it really well. And the soil is humid, it's not wet. Like if I pack it, it holds a little bit. I don't want it super wet. I just want some humidity on it to wake up the dahlias. And I won't water until they start emerging. I don't put any water. I make sure what I use for method to kind of tell is I either put my finger in, make sure that it needs water, that it's dry, or I look on the side. Sometimes you can tell because it's a clear bin. But I try not to overwater my dahlias because that brings aphids and other things that you do not want indoors. But if you get aphids, it's okay. I've gotten it. And I just clean the leaves and you can control it, no problem. So that's how you prep it. Now I'm gonna go through my dahlias and say send me a cluster. I'm just gonna clean it just because it takes less space in the bin and I can put more dahlias. So I'm gonna clean the roots out. All of that. Sorry, my dog, it paces around. She's almost 20 years old, so she tends to pace around. I guess she gets confused. Easy. Just cut the little roots, little hairs off, and then that's ready. And then I'm gonna take my label, which is what I love that they give it to you already. I don't need to bury them. I just put them like that and just put a little soil around them. And then put the label, and that's that. You may think that dahlias are very difficult to grow, but truly they are so easy. I will link every video that I think is helpful, or the playlist also, so you can see all the steps that I take. They do require a little bit of work, but they're so worth it at the end. Sometimes we have to take risk and we end up getting the most incredible surprises that we can do without in the future. Just take the process as a moment of zen and peace is you and the beautiful dahlia you're awakened. I place them pretty close together. I don't leave any space. Both of these are Burlesca. Peaches. So I'm gonna put the label on the front and then put these two behind. Oh wait, the eye is over here, so I'm gonna place it there. Oh, I didn't look to see this one. This one doesn't have an eye. Okay. An eye right there. So I'm gonna place them. You place them flat like that, not vertical like this. I like to place them flat. This is the easiest way to grow dahlias indoors. It's in front of this big sliding door. No direct sunlight, it actually faces north, but they get enough light. I think that's good enough for the dahlias. So now we'll wait. Choosing a dahlia is the fun part, or a flower plant. But working by starting from seed can be a really heavy burden. It is a lot of work, and I'm gonna choose just peace over perfection this year. I ordered these flower starters that I found a company online, and I was blown away. And I'm gonna skip the struggle and get straight to the beauty. Let me show you what arrived, because I think in the future I'm not holding back on getting plant starters. I'm gonna show you the starters I have that I ordered, and I'm so glad I did because they look so good. So if you wanna order starters, this is a great company. I actually have some snapdragons. I'm growing snapdragons myself, but I have some snapdragons coming from them as starters also. This is, the first one is Black Eyed Susan Vine. It's the Rose Sensation, Sonic Rose Sensation, and look how nice that looks. I ordered 3 of these because I have places that I think they would look absolutely stunning. So I'm going to pot these so that they continue to grow when we're ready. We're still like, I think it's like 50 degrees for a high today. It's not very, very warm, but they all look really good. Already getting like a little flower. I'm probably gonna cut anything that flowers off so that it keeps the strength to the plant growing. I'm more interested in it growing than giving me flowers right now. Next one is the Sweet William Kiwi Mellow Cool. I absolutely love these flowers. Every time I see them at the flower shop, I'm like, I need to grow that one day. So I ordered 2 of them. I love them. I think I'm gonna put one in my secret garden and one in the dahlia patch. But look, they look super healthy. Again, I'll pot them so they continue to grow. But I mean, the quality they send you are so good, and they come in a plastic enclosed, so they're really well packaged. And then I ordered 2 types of verbena. This is verbena Vanity, very healthy. It looks great. So this one is shorter. So the verbena can grow really, really tall. And you know, again, my yard is super tiny and the patch is small. So I wanted to order some shorter ones to put on the front. Next one is the verbena, the tall one. So it's this one. So I'm gonna get ready to go ahead and I'll pot all of these, and then I'll have amazing flowers that I'm gonna be growing on the patch. Finding peace by making things easier means that you choose what matters the most. I love dahlia blooms, and I love to get a head start with these plants since we get such a late season to start them outdoors. Don't feel like you have to do everything the hard way to have a beautiful space. I'm here to share what I do and what I grow and create a sanctuary in my garden for my peace of mind. It's time to build that sanctuary your own way. I'll see you in the garden.